So it's almost 3 a.m. here on the East Coast. I'm pretty tired actually. I'm just finishing up packing up some stuff and getting ready to head out to Montgomery later today for Shred the Ledge, Vermont. The event's actually Saturday, but a lot of us are heading up today. A few are already there, I believe, and just heading up to get set up and prepared for the event on Saturday. Pretty excited actually. I'm gonna get to try out my truck bed tent for the first time. If you recall, my during the 48-hour challenge, my tent decided it was going to take on some water and flooded me out, and I had to take cover in the cabin. So it was time for an upgrade, and I decided to go with the truck bed tent, just because then I can essentially set up a tent and sleep wherever my truck is and not have to worry about the terrain or what's underneath me too much. So this is going to be my first time running in a Shred the Ledge Vermont. I've participated in the Shred the Ledge New Hampshire, and I've attended previous Vermont Shred the Ledges, just taking pictures and video. So I mean, I kind of have an idea. I know what to expect, especially since it's the same terrain as the 48-hour challenge event. Although I know, or I'm sure, Trevor will have some tricks up his sleeve for the course. So we'll see how that goes. It's awesome terrain anyways, regardless, so that's always exciting. As for the venture, if you've been following my page, you'll know that I've done a bit of a refresh on the axles and the transmission. I went through and replaced all the bearings with some fast eddy rubber sealed bearings. The stock ones took a beating during the 40-hour challenge, as expected, since I did spend a majority of the time crawling up and down a stream bed and playing in the water, so that was expected. I had quite a few that were seized up on me after I got home and let it sit overnight. So those are all freshly replaced. It's rolling again, nice and smooth. It'll also be the first time out with the Bauhaus RC battery location tray, which moves the battery from the rear of the truck to a more center and lower position on the chassis. From the little bit of testing I've done with that here, just around the house on the little rock pile I have here, it's pretty promising. So I'm excited to see how that will handle more difficult terrain that Montgomery has to offer. So yeah, that's all I've got for now. I'm gonna go get some sleep. If you couldn't tell, I'm pretty tired, and it's probably gonna be a long couple days here. So we'll catch you in a bit. So I'm finally getting on the road. It's about 7 p.m. Friday night. Got about an hour drive, a little over an hour probably, depending on traffic, of course. Staying up until 3 a.m. The night before, or until this morning anyways. Put me behind since I ended up sleeping longer than I had originally wanted to. And then trying to finish up the packing and get out of the house. But yeah, so hopefully the sound is working out alright on this GoPro. I'm used to using the GoPro just for recording the trucks, and I'm not usually too concerned with sound quality at that point, since I usually just put music over it or something along that lines. So hopefully you guys can all hear me all right. I don't know if you can see much of the truck, but it's pretty much packed. The downfall to having an access cab truck is anything that can't go in the bed ends up riding with you, and you run out of space pretty quick. You add in all my camera equipment that I usually carry with me, and the space is pretty limited. So headed out there, hoping to be there probably a little after 8 o'clock. Get everything set up before the darkness falls, and get ready for tomorrow. Alright, so I'll check in with you guys later. See ya. What is up? I'm back from inside my lovely new truck tent. It's actually quite roomy in here. I'm quite impressed. I got the air mattress and everything. It's got the cutouts for the wheel wells, so it's it covers the entire bed. A lot more room than I expected. What's the quote there from Step Brothers, I believe it is? So much room for activities. Yeah, so I'm all set up here. Just going through a few of the photos I've taken tonight, and then I'm going to go to bed. It's a little after 1 a.m. Clearly I haven't learned my lesson about staying up late the night before an event, but hopefully I'll be alright. From talking to Trevor and the guys, the course is going to be pretty nasty. With some pretty tricky terrain, which we've come to know and love as part of any RCEC event. One thing to note, yeah, it's the same terrain as the 48-hour challenge, but during that we had free reign basically to hit whatever trails we wanted to, because the goal was staying on a trail for 48 hours, not more or less focusing on gates or anything like that. So we could pick and choose what kind of terrain we wanted to hit. But with Shred the Ledge, there's set gates that we'll have to hit. And knowing Trevor, there's going to be some surprises out there for us. So looking forward to that, and I'm confident that the FJ will handle it well. And yeah, I think that's all from me for now. I'm actually going to try and go to sleep since I clearly didn't learn the lesson from last night and overslept. So I will catch you guys later.
Thank you. Okay, what's your name?
Jordan. No, that's Trevor. What? He's got the back casing.
Lake, yes, I do remember that. Where is it? There we go.
I told you guys, we do not supply change here.
For Tim, we'll make that exception.
We'll take hundreds.
Yes.
Can I get one to keep for the future too?
Yes.
For the
Well,
future.
you may already have this. These are from last year.
Oh, I do have one of these.
Yeah, you can keep two anyway. Get 'em
Yeah,
right.
why not?
It'll cost
I'll put it right next to your
It'll
other
cost you
picture.
$10, Tim.
I'll put it right next.
2018, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us.
55 drivers also. Everybody have
their cards that didn't hand them in. Basically, the new guys were asking, what are these for? I said, you wipe your butts with them. But basically, when you hit a gate, you mark it on the gates, right? If you pass a gate, you mark it on there. If you touch your car with any part of your body, is a hand of God, okay? Chad, you're listening?
I don't need no hand of God. I got power shift in my truck.
Oh, there you go. Y'all know I've been busy, stressed out, and kind of reached my wit's end. So for 2019, I'm taking a huge step back, okay? I've handed this off fully to Woodchuck, Tony Brown, and John Sullivan. They're gonna talk in a little bit when I'm done and tell you a little bit about what they're doing. So I'm very grateful for that, so I don't just shut the doors down completely and be like, I'm done, I don't want to do it anymore. Just because of all the stuff that's gone on in my family. 7 months, you know, that I got out of work, I got an injury, and so much stuff has happened in my life in 7 months that I feel that, like, if I was doing RC full time, I wouldn't have been able to do those things or be a part of it and take care of my family, you know? So 5 years we've been doing this. Can I get a 5? Yeah. Tim Landers and I had a conversation in January, and I'm gonna do my best impression, and if he's watching or watches it later, don't judge me. He's like, Trevor, why the fuck do you care what all these people are doing? He's like, when you started this, you were all about the family, you were all about the community, and you know, he's like, I understand what you're trying to do, promote and grow, and this, that, and the other thing, but he's like, it's getting out of hand. He's like, we're getting this, that, and the other, and he was right. And I had to do some self-reflection. And I wasn't like trying to be, I was PC. I was trying to please this group over here and this group over here. And I was like, why am I doing that anymore? You know, I didn't want to rock the boat. And a couple of the guys were like, dude, you got a core following. Who cares about those guys over there that don't want to come? All they're going to do is complain about it the entire time anyways. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? You're right. And the numbers show that we do have a good core group. You know, there's a couple new guys here, and I appreciate you coming. But yeah, I've really just kind of been like, you know what? You're right. So we're going to focus on our community again and shred the ledge. This is true shred the ledge where you're about to go. It's back to you're going to swear at us in the middle of the afternoon and midnight. You're going to come back glaring at us. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for the support over the years that we've been doing this. We went from there was nothing in Vermont for RC to what we do here, and that's because of you guys, and you keep coming and keep supporting. Team Tripod has done a huge part of what they do. I love those guys so much. They help out, they support quietly, rudely, behind the scenes. So go be ledge heads, get the hell out of here, have fun. Yeah!
Alright, we're headed back to base camp. We've finished about 3/4 of the first course. We're just taking a quick break to snacks and lunch, and then we're going to head back out and finish up the first and move on to the second.
Watch out for these bad news right here.
No, you're bad.
You're bad news.
when the day is getting dark. You keep looking for a sign, but you don't know where to start. Some days your head's up and some days it falls. Just take what you can, 'cause you can't have it all. Sometimes what you long for is so hard to find, but you get what you need. Just open your eyes, 'cause today is a new day. Today is a new day. Today is a new day.
And this is it, guys. We are crossing the finish line in just under 10 hours. Hello again. I'm just leaving Shred the Ledge, Montgomery, and heading home. It's been raining most of the morning, so of course everything got wet and damp as we're packing up. The event itself was awesome, as always. Took us a little, I think it was just under 10 hours to complete both courses, with probably like an hour break in the middle there for some lunch. The venture, you know, I can't say enough good things about the venture so far. You know, it's it completed the 48-hour challenge with no issues. It's completed another 10 hours this weekend. The only issues I've run into with it were some of the set screws on the wheel hexes are coming loose, and so then the wheels itself are coming loose, or you know, wobbling. So those had to be retightened down a couple times. I'll have to go through and do some Loctiting when I get home. I grabbed the wrong tube of Loctite when I packed up all my tools, and happened to grab a tube that was empty for whatever reason. Let's see, what else? Thank you to the guys of Team Tripod for letting me tag along with you guys on the trail. You guys are always a fun group to hang out with. And those little TF2s, they do some work on those trails, and those are not easy trails for leaf sprung trucks like that, especially those that run in smaller tires even. So it's always awesome seeing those things work the trails. Other than that, I think that's really all I got. I'm tired, if you couldn't tell. I'm damp. Just want to get home, see the family, and get ready for a hockey game tonight, of course. You know, as in true fashion, I have to go home and play hockey the next night. But yeah, we make it work. I gotta go through all my photos. I didn't take as many photos as I usually do. So I was taking more video footage than anything, I think. So I'm gonna have a lot of footage that I gotta compile and look through and put into a hopefully I'll have that out soon. I'm still working on the 48-hour challenge video, so I apologize that it's taking a while. But hopefully I'll have that out there for you soon, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. This being the first time I've done this style, I guess documentary type video. Obviously I'm a little awkward and rough around the edges, I guess. And you know, as I go there, hopefully we'll continue to get this down pat, and we'll figure out better ways of doing this and provide some better footage for you. But yeah, I think that's all I got for now. Thanks for checking it out, and I'm trying to see my GPS doesn't want to keep updating, and I'm not 100% sure where I'm going, so hopefully I don't get lost. I mean, I've done this trip a couple times now, so I have a general idea, but there's still a few turns that I'm not quite sure about. So hopefully I'll be home a little later today at some point. Alright, I will catch you guys later. See ya.
Holy cocksucker.
Gotta go spaghetti!
Perfect!
Nice.
That was awesome.